Okay, we're fast approaching the end of the season, and this is where the going gets tough once again. Although, you know, this season's just getting worse and worse. And how can it get worse, Proudie? I mean, considering the last few episodes, I don't think anything else could go worse. Well, maybe two of my best players going to the African Cup of Nations at the wrong time of the year. But nothing else is really going wrong for me in the moment. Yet. The last episode saw us record a stunning 4-1 win over Newcastle in the Tyne-Wear derby. And a lot of people probably assumed that I was going to galvanise my season. Maybe we were going to be out of the relegation zone by now. Nah, it's not been like that at all. We also achieved our first league win of the season, which wasn't a live comm, and we beat Leicester 3-1 at home after being 1-0 down at half time. It was a great comeback as well. Like, my team actually played like a team for once. And that was after we beat Doncaster in the FA Cup 2-1 away from home, when I played my second string. That was a bit less comfortable than I hoped it would be. We did also draw Watford at Vicarage Road in the battle of the bottom two, and the defeats we've had against the bigger teams have been quite narrow, and unlucky in some cases as well. But the game that we're going to be focusing on in this episode is the Burnley game at home, and it's the third time and hopefully the last time they will be appearing on this series. With it being the January trans window and me struggling to keep our heads above water, I needed to strengthen the team, and I thought a right winger would help the team, and I decided to sign Pione Sisto from AC Milan on loan for the rest of the year. Now, a lot of you might recognise him as a former Football Manager wonder kid, and his stats are still pretty good even though he left Celta Vigo to join AC Milan, and he's not really playing at AC Milan, so I'm hoping he could be the difference this year. And also, I could only sign him on loan because I spent all that money on Kostic, you know, the other winger that I got from Hamburg. Now, I've not shown you this bit for quite a while because it's pretty predictable looking at the results where I am in the league. But we are still bottom of the league, and thankfully I've beaten Derby County's total for 2007-08, so at least I'm not going to record the lowest points total ever recorded in Premier League history. But a win against Burnley could see us off the bottom of the table for the first time since the 5th game of the season. And now we're 22 games into the season. That's how long I've been bottom of the league for. Tony Pulis was sacked as West Brom manager, and I was immediately placed as favourite to take over. But I wanted to reaffirm my commitment to getting out of this relegation battle with Sunderland or getting relegated. Whatever one's best, really. I then had to do the same with the Everton job after Gary Monk was sacked, and I mean, do these teams not understand that I don't want to leave Sunderland, even if we're bottom of the league and shit? Two of the games I played in between against Watford and Arsenal were deemed as El Sacico, and Gordon Strachan, who is the Watford manager, believed that I should be sacked. We drew 1-1 and then he got sacked straight after it. I mean, that's karma, really. And do you know what I had to do after Watford sacked Gordon Strachan? I had to deny that I was interested in him as well. I mean, why do all these teams want me? Do you know where I've taken Sunderland this season? Enes Unal also was named as Young Player of the Month once again for December after getting his hat-trick against Newcastle, and it's pretty assuring that he's the only player ever under my management to have won an individual award, and he's won it twice. And then he said that Sunderland was the reason that he's been winning these awards. I mean, yeah, it's not like it was me, you know. It's not like, you know, I've been playing you pretty much every game hoping that you'd fucking score at least. After beating Doncaster 2-1 in the FA Cup, their manager came out and publicly announced that he thinks that we aren't as good as we think we are. Which is true, because that's why we're bottom of the league. I think we're a world-class side, and everyone else thinks we're shit, and that's why they shit on us. The board then said because of the amount of debt that we're in, they've had to reduce the amount that I get from player sales to 25%. And I decided to look at the finances, and yeah, I've taken us into debt. At least I'm passing financial fair play, so that's it really. That's all I have to focus on. I mean, I'm probably going to be taking Sunderland down and in debt as well. The FA Cup 4th round draw was also held, and we got Newcastle away. You know, I'm sure they're warming up their balls at the FA so they can like get favourable ties like this. Conspiracy theory maybe? It happens. Everyone knows it happens. And they do it in this game as well. Michy Batshuayi is also injured for another 2 months after tearing his hamstring against Liverpool. And then Godfred Donsard then got a calf strain for 2 weeks after playing against Liverpool. And that also meant that he was going to the African Cup of Nations straight after that. So yeah, I won't be seeing him as well. We've also decided to loan out Hesse to Udinese for the rest of the year because I just can't find him a place in the team. And also because he's shite and he keeps getting injured. We also decided to launch an audacious bid to bring in Arjen Robben on loan from Barcelona after he's put on the loan list. But he didn't want to join us on loan, and he wants to join us permanently, but he wants 180 grand a week. Yeah, I'm not paying you that, Arjen. Aren't you glad I didn't? But anyways, after that awful attempt of forced humour, let's move into the game against Burnley. And the team that I've picked is the strongest team at my disposal because a few of my players are in the African combinations. So yeah, we'll move on with Benoit Costil starting off in goal. And he's apparently much better than Jordan Pickford, who was actually of interest for Chelsea in this January transfer window. Moving to the back four, we've got Pedro Van Onno on the left, Antonio Barahan on the right, and Johnny Evans and Florin Gardosh, who is coming for Lamina Kone at centre-back. The midfield five we've gone for is Filip Kostic plays on the left, and Januzaj is on the right, with Andrea Poli and Fabian Delph in the centre, and Paddy McNair sitting behind those two in a defensive midfield role. Which means that up front by himself is Enes Ünal once again, and I think he started pretty much every game this year, so when's that ever going to change? And in terms of the bench, we do have our new name, Pione Sisto, on there, and in case that, you know, we're not winning, then I'll send him on and hopefully he'll score the winner. Well, that's good for confidence. My pre-match interview, they said that if I lose this game, it could be my last as Sunderland manager. I mean, we'll find out if there is another episode of this after this episode. I'm adamant that I can get Sunderland out of this shit that they find themselves in. I mean, I did put them in this situation, but I could definitely take them out of it. But we do play a Burnley team who have come awfully defensive for a game which they need to win as well. I'm confident. I'm very confident we're going to win this game. Like, this is the first time this season I can say we're confident. I mean, the last two live comms I've won. And I've won a game, finally, that's not a live comm, so I'm confident we're going to win this match. I've told the boys, there's no pressure. There is absolutely no pressure here. We're bottom of the league. We're going to be bottom of the league for quite a while. We're 9 points from safety. And I'm talking about no pressure. If this backfires on me, but this might be the first chance we can fashion. And if we could get the ball for it, and Januzaj's in. He's in on goal. Januzaj puts it wide. Oh, shit. And we've won the ball back again, and Enes Ünal runs forward with it. Enes Ünal, who's not been on the great Delph. Oh my god, how has he put that over? How has Fabian Delph put that over the bar? We're gonna be made to pay for that. Yeah, Hendrick has hit the bar. Jesus. I mean, the situation is at the moment that if I do take Sunderland down, I'm going to be sacked. And what a way to end the series with a relegation. Most people seem to end their series with a Champions League win, Premier League win, or just winning anything. I'm going to end up this series with a relegation to the Championship. When has that ever happened on Football Manager YouTube in its entire history? And I don't think anyone can replicate it either unless they actually try to get themselves relegated. I'm actually trying to keep us up. And that makes it even worse that I'm in this situation. And we bring it forward again, and Kostic is on this wing. If he could get the ball in the box, it could. And Enes Ünal straight at Tom Heaton. Oh, I just need a goal. We just need one goal. I have faith in the boys, but we just can't get this ball forwards or get the ball in the net. Yeah, Hendrick. Oh, it's a good save by Kostic. We're losing the ball a lot in midfield here. I'm going to make Delph a roaming playmaker. We're going to make McNair an anchorman. To be fair, I'm just thinking of something and hoping it works. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased with what I've seen from the team. Burnley have had 10 shots. Burnley could beat us at home for the first time in my entire career with Sunderland. I mean, I barely managed to achieve an away win with Burnley when I managed them, and now I could possibly gift them one here at the Stadium of Light. You just couldn't make this up. In behind the striker, take off McNair and bring on Sisto. Something has to work. Something surely has to work. And we have a chance. Sure, could this be the moment, or is this gonna inevitably end up 0-0? Kostic, Naju, oh, he's hit over. One goal will take us off bottom of the league for the first time in ages. I can't remember the last time I was on bottom of the league. We're going to send on Rebic up front instead of the foe. It's another Burnley corner. 2 minutes later. It's in the air. It's all over. Oh, Polly. The counter-attack is on. Rebic. Go on, Sisto. Go on, Sisto. I brought you in on loan from AC Milan. Show me what you can do. Sisto. Oh dear, it's just headed away, but the chance is still alive. And we've passed it backwards. Well, okay, the chance isn't like... there's the highlight of it. It's another highlight for Burnley. Tackle him, maybe? Oh, Polly, yeah, Polly's tackled him. He's got a red card. Superb. I mean, that's probably my fault. Jesus. I mean, it's quite obvious this is the Proudie offence. I mean, why else would this happen? I've generally got no one to send... Oh, God. It's going to have to be like this. That's the formation we're going to have to play now. Into the box. Vokes hits the bar. Burnley could have won it. They generally could have won it. I'm going to have to go defensive now. At home to Burnley. Like, at home to Burnley, we have to go defensive just to hold out for a 0-0. God, what is going on with my life? Like, this series is just getting worse and worse. We could actually win it here. Sisto, he's won it! Sisto! What the fuck? Out of nothing! In the 89th minute, Pione Sisto. I've got no words. We've done fuck all this half, and Pione Sisto, Jesus Christ, 3 live comms in a row, and we could have possibly got 3 wins in a row. I might as well live com every game. How can we do 3 live comms in a row, 3 episodes in a row, and possibly win all 3? I can't win in between. I can't win in between episodes, yet I can win when it comes to a live com. Pione Sisto could be the signing of the season at this rate. Go on, ref, it's got to be full time. It's got to be game over. It's game over. We've won again on the live com. It's probably the most undeserved victory of the season. But Pione Sisto has got player of the match as well, even though he came on after 66 minutes. I don't have any words for this. And Watford are bottom of the league. They finished 4th last year. Watford are bottom of the league. You can't make this up. I mean, even Bournemouth drew Liverpool 4-4. What the fuck is going on?